Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be breaking into everything you need to know, finally, about some news when it comes to World of Tanks Blitz. It's been a while since Wargaming has added anything exciting into the game, and, well, this is a bit of news that I am very excited to see. So, let's break straight into it. I've only watched this video once, so I'm just going to be breaking into everything I know, as well as you should be knowing about the event. Now, first things first, right in front of you, we see a tier 5 heavy. This is the Excelsior. Wargaming's calling it the Med-J. Not really sure why, probably something that I should be looking up, but either way, this is the tier 5 vehicle. As we know, every year when a Halloween event comes out, for example, the Titan HN last year and the Annihilator the year before, there's always a tier 5 you can earn for free, and then a tier 7 that you get usually after spending $10. And that would be my guess for this year as well, is that you're going to be able to get this tier 5 for absolutely free just by playing the event, and then the tier 7, which we're going to be seeing in just a moment, is the one that you're going to be getting if you drop probably $10, $15. It's always cheap to get your hands on. Last year, Wargaming, in my opinion, did a decent job releasing a balanced Halloween vehicle. I pointed out that you shouldn't have the Annihilator. It's a pretty busted vehicle, so I'm happy that Wargaming is making hopefully more balanced Halloween takes. So as you can see, at stage 12 you get your hands on the Med-J. Now we got some cool funky looking camos. I don't really know what that camo is going to look like on a tank, but it's a weird one. We also got like a weird icon at number 6. I'm not exactly sure what that is used for either. So we got a couple things, number 10 as well, but my guess is these are like those useless exchange for free XP items. So the main thing that you're going to want to take a look at is the Med-J, and then we also got the camouflage. Now when it comes to the statistics of this tier 5 heavy, it's probably just going to be like the Excelsior. I can't imagine it's anything too different. It'll probably be interesting, but nothing crazy. Then we've got Pharaoh's Treasury. So you can see 7% with that weird little token icon. So, you know, maybe I lied. Maybe you need those token icons to get your hands on the tier 7. I really don't know yet, but you open the main reward and here you are. This is the tier 7 Halloween vehicle. It's a weird looking tank, and it seems to me that this is going to be a heavy tank. There's a couple reasons. First of all, it's very slow. You'll notice it only goes 25 kilometers per hour. And judging that the slowest mediums in the game go like 40 to 45, I really can't even possibly imagine that this is a medium tank. As well, we take a look at the traverse speed, and it's also very slow at only 24 degrees a second. So there's no way this is a medium, a light tank, or obviously a tank destroyer. This is definitely a heavy tank. And we can further conclude that when we take a look at the gun. We do have some subtle hints on this tank actually being an absolute beast. If we take a look, there's a little 3 here, and it's got an auto-loading symbol. This isn't a single-shot vehicle. Originally, I thought that this was just a normal single-shot tank. It's not. This vehicle carries 250 damage per shot and deals it in 3 shots, it seems like, which means this tank is going to deal 750 damage. Now, I don't know what the auto-loading capability is, and I have no clue. So I don't know how fast it's going to be able to deal this damage. But even if it is a 3-4 second intro clip, that is still a crap ton of damage for a tier 7 heavy. Now when it comes to gun depression, I also have no clue, but the only thing I did want to do a little bit of math on was the damage per minute. So if we do 60, divide that by 7.5 rounds a minute, multiply that by 250, it's got about 2,000 damage per minute, which is actually not bad for a tier 7 heavy at all. That's actually pretty decent. Finally, we can also see that it's got 1,600 hit points, which falls in line for it being a heavy. The only thing I can't conclude is the mechanic called Desert Force. I don't know what that is. Is it a ramming capability? I mean, imagine if this tank had increased ramming damage. Obviously, that little thing there does mean something special when you play the tank in the battlefield, and you can see it's a little picture of a track icon, so maybe the vehicle can't be tracked. Either way, it's got something cool going for it. So we're going to find out in the future when the vehicle is released. Either way, the camouflage looks pretty cool. It's got a little Egyptian pharaoh looking camo. I'm really excited for this vehicle. Let me know if you guys are in the comments down below. But yeah, definitely an autoloader. I'm not sure if other people have picked up on that yet, but definitely an autoloader. So After taking a look at this vehicle, we got some weird little mummy Egyptian flying thing there. We also know that Mad Games, this is boss mode, and a bunch of other stuff's going to be coming out. So we got a bunch of game modes that Wargaming's planning on releasing, which obviously makes sense because it is going to be Halloween, so that makes sense. Are these new abilities Wargaming's showing? I'm not exactly too sure. It seems like it because I haven't seen that lucky icon yet. So we got some new abilities, it looks like, but these are the really cool parts to me. So right here is the Excelsior, and we got some legendary camouflages that Wargaming is going to be releasing for all types of tiers. Here's the Pharaoh vehicle again. We got some legendary camouflage for it, as we can see. A weird, I'm not sure if that's going to happen while you're driving the vehicle, if that animation's going to show, but this is the part I'm excited for. So first of all, we got an ISU camo. This camo looks amazing. We got a crane on the back, it looks like. Freaking sweet. We got some crates on the roof, and the whole camouflage looks absolutely amazing. I really like the look of the ISU. Now here's a back look. We got some more crates here. Obviously, it's not like super duper HD, but in general, I believe that this camo looks freaking sweet. That crane is awesome, and I am actually thinking that the ISU looks epic. I cannot wait to get my hands on this camouflage when it is released. But we also got an AMX 50-100 camouflage here. This is another Tier 8 vehicle, being the French Tier 8 Tech Tree Heavy. This camo I'm not as excited for. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. Looks kind of like Batman when it comes to like the eyeballs on it. I'm really not sure. It's not a bad camo, don't get me wrong. It's got some Mad Max looking features, and it's got like a little roll cage on the front attached, which I guess looks cool. But yeah, I don't really dig this one too much. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this camo, but definitely not my favorite. But it's not bad. This I do like. I don't think this is specific to the Emil. I might be wrong, and it might only be on the Krambong and the Emil too. But I think that this is going to be a camouflage. It's obviously Dia the Dead, or whatever, Day of the Dead. I think that this one's going to be available to every tank in any tier. You're going to be able to get it by either grinding down the line to get to the tier 7, or just by, I don't know, buying camo crates. You'll never know when it comes to Wargaming. But I can say that I think this camouflage will be available to any tier vehicle. This is the camo that I think looks the coolest. I'm happy that this isn't a Halloween themed camouflage, and it's just a legendary camo for the E100. We already have a legendary camo, as we all know, for the Jagdpanzer E100, which looks amazing. It's got like, I'm not gonna try and explain what it looks like, but it's got railing on the sides, and it looks really cool. And this camouflage, well, we can very easily see if I go back a little bit here. Let me just wait for it to go past the Krambong. So this camo, we've got some crates, we got some tracks on the side of the vehicle, we got obviously some fuel tanks. You can see we got some mesh, it looks like. I think in real life that was actually meant to like stop shrapnel for some reason. I don't remember what the realistic reason to why armor had meshing on it, but I think it had to do with shrapnel. We got some little grenade launchers, it looks like, off towards the front, a little light bar on the top, so really cool. We obviously got a net sticking out on the side of the vehicle, and then if we take a look at an overhead view, we got, well, not too much actually. The camouflage does look pretty cool though. It's got like a sanded color. You can see it's not the normal stalwart camo where it's black. It's actually it's like a yellowish tan color that Wargaming's giving this vehicle, but I gotta say the camo looks sick. This is the worst camo I've ever seen. I have to be real. Maybe it'll look better in post, but yeah, it looks awful. It just looks absolutely awful. Like, I just don't know what they were thinking here. Now, we can tell that this is the E75 because of the gun barrel. This is not a Tiger II, because obviously the Tiger II doesn't carry this gun barrel at the end. So this is the 460 Alpha 12.8 that the E75 carries. And yeah, what were you thinking here, Wargaming? The black looks just awful. It looks like you literally just sprayed black spray paint on the vehicle, but it's way too black. And like the pixelization on these spots here, this camo is one of the worst camos I've ever seen. I don't know what you guys think, but I absolutely hate this camouflage. It does not look good. Maybe Wargaming's planning on giving this vehicle PBR, but man, I don't know. I really don't like that camo. This one looks cool. This one's really cool. This is the T92E1 camo. This vehicle appears to not have PBR, unfortunately, but it does look really cool. I want to go back and look at that camo a little bit more so we can talk about it. So we got some green, we got some light blue, Droodles blue, and obviously we got black. It looks like there's a bit of an animation when it comes to the roof of the vehicle. We got a little laser sight. That's pretty cool. It reminds me of back in the missile days when obviously the Sheridan missile had that little laser on the top with the camo. Then we got the SU-152, very similar camo to the ISU. Very interesting how they chose to give a legendary camo to the SU-152, but you know what, I'm not complaining. This camo looks great. It's got a very toned down color scheme, but that's fine with me because we got a crate on the back again. Seems like the same kind of crates as the ISU 152. Honestly, it seems like Wargaming just reused the same camo on the SU, but I'm not going to complain. It still looks pretty cool. Finally, we got some animated avatars. I'm not sure what that middle take is, but, well, there's the final bit of news, which is the PBR vehicles for this update, which is the Helsing, as you can see, the Lycan, and finally, it would appear that we are getting the Dracula with PBR. That actually looks really nice. I gotta be real. That looks super sick with PBR, so that's something else I'm looking forward to. Either way, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the coming soon trailer for World of Tanks. I'm pretty excited. Not really sure what to expect yet, but overall, I think it's pretty cool. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.